Welcome to the Jason Coleman Show. Today's episode,
Mom Knows Best.
welcome to a special edition of the Jason Coleman Show. Our theme for this show today, Mom Knows Best. Now that goes for any mom I know, but especially for my mom, Donna, who has chosen our entire song lineup for this episode today. That's right, every song today has been handpicked by my mom, because after all, Mom knows best. Now, I know many of you watch these shows weeks or months, even years after they premiere, but if you're watching right now on the live premiere on May 4th, you can join me in wishing my mom today a happy birthday. Today is my mom Donna's birthday. And of course, Mother's Day is right around the corner too, so I thought it was only fitting on this date to put Mom in charge of our show today, and she is not going to let us down. I can tell you that for sure. Now, Mom was gracious enough just now to help me introduce the show, and I might get her back up here with me on camera before we wrap things up. But I'll say the absolute worst gift I could give Mom on her birthday is to put her in front of a camera all day long. Jason knows best that I would be in a lot of trouble if that were the case. So I'm going to let her enjoy the music along with all of you off the camera, but she has given me notes for each and every one of these songs that she's chosen today. So I'm going to read for you as we go along from her words why she has chosen the songs that I'm playing for you in today's show. Starting with Morning Has Broken. About this song, Mom says, I've always loved this song. When I was trying to think of a song for Daddy to play at our wedding, I thought this would be perfect. And it was. Love the strings on this song too. So beautiful. And I would agree with that. Her daddy, of course, was my granddad, Floyd Cramer, which we'll talk about more as we go along today. And he did, in fact, play this song at her wedding in 1982. So I know it's always been special to her and to our family. Morning Is Broken. From there, though, let's move on to our next selection by Mom. And of this next song, she says, the musical group Bread was always one of my favorites. I was in middle school when I bought their album, The Best of Bread. So many good songs on that album. So here now is the song that Mom chose.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again no, or a man who plays music in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, this one's for you. And you can tell anybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. You can tell anybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is while you're in the world.
Mom knows best. In general, yes. But that's our theme today here on the Jason Coleman Show, because I've turned over the song list to my mom, Donna. Now, I had no doubt that our show would be in good hands because Mom's been surrounded by music all of her life. Donna Cramer is the youngest daughter of Floyd and Mary Cramer. So she grew up with America's most famous piano player as her dad. And now I guess she spent the last few decades with this piano player as her son. So she has been steeped in slip notes on all sides for her entire life. So I knew that she would be well qualified to pick these songs for our concert today. Like the song that you just heard from me called Your Song. And I've got here what Mom says about this song, Your Song. She says, "I've always loved Elton John, still do. Your Song is one of my all-time favorite songs from him. Love the lyrics. Got to see him in concert a few years ago. There was no opening act, no introduction. He just walked out on stage and sat down at the piano and began playing. Amazing." And a fun fact that she says, in recent years when Elton John performed in Nashville, he would play a little bit of Floyd Cramer in homage to Daddy. And I too have heard Elton in interviews talk about Granddad being such an influence for him. So that's pretty cool. Mom also says, by the way, about both If, which you heard just before, and Your Song. She says, "I have so many memories of listening to these songs and many, many more in Mom and Daddy's music room during my middle and high school days. That's also where Daddy would come home, or he'd come in late at night after sessions all day, and we'd listen to his newly recorded songs on the reel-to-reel tape player. He'd be so excited for us to listen." And the music room, by the way, is still there at Grandma's house with that red carpet and the grand piano, and our family still gets together there at Grandma Mary's all these years later. Good songs. Okay, up next, another selection from Mom, and this one's from the 90s. Oh, I got more notes here from Mom. It'd be easier if you just read these on camera, but I guess I'll let you just enjoy from over here. Okay, it is your day. Mom says, "I was working for Daddy the last few years of his life." Mom was Granddad's secretary there at his office through all of my childhood. She says, "I heard this song from Colin Raye on the radio and bought the CD because I loved it so much. Played it for Daddy in his office one morning, and I can still remember sitting there together listening to it for the first time. When it was over, He looked up at me, a little teary-eyed, and said, "Well, that says it all." He recorded it on his next album. We had it played and sung at his funeral. The song's called "In This Life." All right, y'all, we got to hold it together here on our episode today. Mom Knows Best today on the Jason Coleman Show. Every song you're hearing from me today has been selected by my mom, Donna, our birthday girl today. Y'all hang tight, by the way. I'm going to get her back up on camera here before we wrap up. But for now, I'm going to keep on playing her selections and reading for you her notes on why she has picked each song today. So for our next selection, here's what Mom has to say. All right. Daddy played this song at his concerts. It was always one of my favorites. It was so fun to watch him straightening his coat, adjusting his tie, trying to look dignified playing a classical song. Audiences always loved Daddy's sweet, soft-spoken, charismatic demeanor on stage, but I loved that they got to see his fun side too. Oh boy. Now many may know this next song as Chopin's Prelude in C minor, but Granddad called it the prelude to love. I tell you what, that is as classical as I get, folks. And Granddad would, at his concerts, he would set up that song so seriously. He would talk about bringing a little bit of class and dignity to his country piano concert. You know, he would sit there, he'd fix himself up, he'd straighten his tie, he'd push his tails out of his coat, he wouldn't crack a smile until it was all done, of course. That's a fun song to play, and another great selection from my Mom Donna here in this episode we're calling Mom Knows Best. And she has certainly proven that today with all of these songs that she has picked out for us. All right, let's get to one more song now, and this is one of my favorites too. Here's what Mom says about this next song. The first time I heard this song was during Jason's very first year of Sunday shows. So very beautiful and such powerful words. It's been one of my favorites ever since. And I'll agree, it's a beautiful song, I think, for the Easter season or really for any season. It's a Twyla Paris gospel song, How Beautiful is the Body of Christ. Well, we've called this episode Mom Knows Best, and as usual, she is right. Y'all please say hello to my mom, Donna.
Hello.
Well, hello everyone. Decked out in your pink.
Of course.
I wore pink in honor. We've got the room a little bit pink in here too. Got to when it's Mom's Day. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy Mother's Day coming up.
Thank you.
And thank you for all of the great songs and stories. You know how to pick a winning lineup here. Although the one thing missing from today's show is a performance from you.
That's not going to happen.
Hey, when you were a kid, you used to play drums with Granddad, didn't you?
I did. I would play rhythm with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, next time we'll bring out the drum kit and have Mom jump in with you. But for today, I suppose we have one more performance to get to from our special guest performer. And speaking of birthdays, we just are coming off of Avery's big 8th birthday celebration this past week. And this week also is Avery's latest piano recital, where he performed a song he's been learning at his piano lessons. And so, of course, we have a video to show you. So, Mom, would you like to do the honors for this big introduction?
Absolutely.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is my grandson, Avery Cramer Coleman.
Hi, my name is Avery, and I'm going to play Country Roads by John Denver.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Avery. That was absolutely incredible. And thanks once again to Mom, who I will release from being on camera anymore. You done good. And thanks to all of you moms out there. Y'all really do know best, and today has been proof of that. All right, we got one last song before we wind things down, but first, a quick shout out to our supporters for tuning in today and for making our music possible. Thank you, supporter family. It's because of you that after more than 5 years and 116 episodes, we continue to keep being able to share the music here on the Jason Coleman Show, through our everyday piano emails, and through all the new music and albums and all you see from us day after day after day, week after week. We are a homegrown, family-run operation, and we very much rely on you to help us keep these engines running. So if you're not yet signed up as a supporter, I'll just tell you straight up, we want you on board to help us out, and we don't want you to miss out on any of the extra music and perks that we give to our supporters. Supporter membership starts at just a few bucks a month. It's super easy to get started. You can find out more and sign up today at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Our supporters, you do make our music possible, and we thank you for that. Thanks everybody for tuning in today. I'll leave you now with one last song.
Thanks for watching the Jason Coleman Show.
From our family to yours, thanks for tuning in and for all your support.
See you next time.
Introducing my brand new Easy Play music box and music sticks. All you do is insert the stick, turn it on, turn it up. It's that easy. A brand new, easy way to listen to music anywhere, anytime. The Easy Play Music Box is a wireless, portable speaker. It's small, but it packs a big sound, and it's easy enough that anybody can use it right out of the box. And it works great with these music sticks. Each music stick contains hours of piano music recorded by yours truly. When you want to change, you just unplug one and plug in a different one. And while the sticks are designed for this music box, they're USB, so you can plug them straight into your car's audio system as well.
And as for the music box, it's simple, it's portable, it's just fun to use. And by the way, it's Bluetooth also, so on top of playing these music sticks, you can also play music wirelessly from your phone or device. So there you have it, my new Easy Play music box and music sticks. A brand new, easy way to listen to music anywhere, anytime. Order online at jasonmusicbox.com or order over the phone at the number on your screen. Your favorite piano songs from The Jason Coleman Show are now available on CD. 13 albums and counting, including a brand new tribute to the great Ronnie Milsap. Plus the iconic songs of Elvis Presley. Also the country standards of George Jones and Tammy Wynette. And the feel-good music of John Denver. These new CDs are the latest in my Live from the Jason Coleman Show series, joining the timeless music of Glenn Campbell, the smooth sounds of the Carpenters, the smash hits of Roy Orbison, and The Young Years, a concert from my granddad Floyd Cramer's childhood piano. Plus a gospel piano concert, Hymns from the Heart. Also, Christmas hymns from the heart. And don't forget my country gold piano collection, spanning the greatest country hits of the 50s and 60s, the 70s and 80s, and the 90s and 2000s. All 13 of these Live from the Jason Coleman Show CDs are on sale now. Get the entire collection in one discounted bundle, or check out our mix and match deal. Buy any 3 and get your 4th CD free. Order online at jasonmusicstore.com or call 833-633-8885 to order over the phone. So if you're a fan of our Sunday shows, now you can enjoy the music anytime on CD, Live from the Jason Coleman Show. Order yours today. You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.